Welcome to today's video. We're diving deep into the psychology of that girl who's been ignoring you. By the end of this video, you'll understand how she thinks, and more importantly, what you need to do to shift the dynamic and make her want to pursue you. I'll break it all down step by step, so stay with me. Why she's ignoring you. There are typically two reasons why a girl might ignore you. Number one, it's a test. She's interested but wants to see how you'll respond. Number two, she's not interested. She doesn't see you as high value or sees you as someone with limited options. Now, here's the thing. The test scenario usually applies if she was showing interest before but suddenly started acting cold. In this case, her ignoring you is likely temporary. However, if she's never shown interest and seems indifferent from the start, then it's more likely she doesn't see you as someone she'd want to invest her time in. In today's video, we're focusing on the second case, the girl who's ignoring you because she's not interested. But don't worry, I'll show you a proven strategy to flip and make her start chasing you. The truth about why she's distant. Here's the brutal truth. A girl will ignore you if she senses that you're overly focused on her and don't have other options. It's not necessarily your fault. Maybe you're not currently dating anyone else, or maybe you're still figuring out how to navigate relationships. But the key takeaway here is that it's not about lying or pretending you have options. Women don't care about the number of options you have, they care about the energy you bring and how you interact with them. And if you act like she's the only girl in the world for you, she'll feel smothered and lose interest. So, what's the solution? It's called qualifying, and it's one of the most powerful techniques for shifting the dynamic. The qualifying technique. Qualifying is all about flipping the script. Instead of trying to impress her, you subtly invite her to impress you. Here's why this works. Only men with high value and options would bother qualifying someone. By doing this, you signal that you're the chooser, not the chaser. Let's break it down. How to qualify her. Number one, ask qualifying questions. The easiest way to qualify a girl is to ask her questions that make her reflect on her own qualities. For example, I've been meeting a lot of people tonight, but for some reason, I feel really comfortable talking to you. What do you think makes you so easy to talk to? This type of question does three things. It flatters her without being obvious. It shifts the focus onto her, making her want to prove herself. It opens up the conversation and gives you something meaningful to connect on. Once she answers, acknowledge her response. That's really cool. I like that about you. When you do this, she'll feel like she's won your attention for who she is, not just her looks. This makes you stand out from other guys who might only focus on superficial things. Number two, use the self-fulfilling prophecy. This technique is all about planting a positive idea about her in her mind, which she'll naturally want to live up to. For example, I get the impression that you're really adventurous. I bet you're the kind of person who loves trying new things. Would you say that's true? When you do this, two things happen. She'll feel good about herself because you notice something unique about her. She'll start acting more adventurous around you to live up to your statement. Here's another example. I feel like you're the type of person who's really good at making people feel comfortable. That's such a rare quality. Would you say that's true? These types of statements not only build rapport, but also create a positive feedback loop where she feels good about being around you. Number three, recognize when she qualifies herself. Sometimes women will naturally try to impress you, whether it's by telling you something interesting about themselves, laughing at your jokes, or finding ways to be near you. When this happens, acknowledge it. For example, if she tells you about her hobbies, say, "That's really awesome. I like that you're so passionate about." If she touches your arm or leans in closer, smile and say, "I like that you're so comfortable around me. It's refreshing." By recognizing her efforts, you reinforce her behavior and make her feel like she's succeeding in winning you over. Key points to remember. Be the chooser, not the chaser. When you qualify her, you shift the dynamic in your favor. Acknowledge her unique qualities. Women want to feel seen for who they are, not just how they look. Don't overdo it. Qualifying is about creating balance, not putting her on a pedestal or making her work too hard. Common mistakes to avoid. Before we wrap up, I want to address a few pitfalls. Don't fake it. Women can sense when you're being inauthentic, and it's an instant attraction killer. Don't overqualify. If you qualify her too much, she might feel like you're just trying to get her approval. Don't forget to watch for her signals. Pay attention to her body language, tone of voice, and actions. These will tell you if she's starting to warm up to you. Final thoughts. Qualifying isn't just about making a girl like you, it's about showing that you value yourself and have standards. When you apply this technique, you'll notice a shift in how women respond to you. You'll go from being just another guy to someone she genuinely wants to impress and get closer to. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to comment below. I'd love to hear about the challenges you're facing so I can address them in future videos. Remember, the goal isn't just to attract her, it's to build a real, meaningful connection. See you in the next video.